welcome to week number 3 in May. That's right. If you're tuning in for the first time, we want to say welcome. If you've been here for a while, welcome back. We're going to get started. I want to thank everybody that came on the call. I know there are people coming from as far as Japan. I got people from Hawaii that's tuning in. I got people from all over the country. I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. We want to thank everybody. I don't want to leave anybody out, so I want to say thank you. Mr. Thomas in his absence. I know he's over in Turks and Caicos enjoying himself with the co-founders. Thank you, sir. Everybody that's got on the call, we want to say thank you. Without any further ado, I want to get started. So if you're taking notes, the title of the message today is going to be, I stumbled my way into it. That's right. I stumbled my way into it. And I know some people are on the call and they're thinking, what does he mean when he says he stumbled his way into it? I want you guys to realize something. If you're going to be any type of entrepreneur, there are going to be times in your business when you're going to have to stumble your way into it. Stumble your way to your next promotion, stumble your way into trying to get things started, stumble your way sometimes to maintain. But if you're stumbling, you're moving forward. Our leader always says, do something to move your business forward. You're doing it if you're stumbling. Well, I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. Just stumble your way into it. Continue to be consistent. Stumble your way. All right. That means you're going forward. That means you're not going back. That means you're not staying idle. That means you're moving forward. With that said, we're looking at the transition. We left off last week. We were talking about the CQ position going into ETL. Now we're going from the ETL position to the RC position, right? We're going from ETL to RC, regional coordinator. So if you ever heard us talk about this magnificent comp plan that we have, guys, you know when you make that shift, you're going from a $50 bonus to a $150 bonus. That's important, guys, because if you ever tap into our comp plan, you know that $150 bonus going from one shift to the next allows you the opportunity to take advantage of a $150 bonus every time someone on your team gets qualified. That's from $50 bonus now to $150. Now, I don't know where you're going on your job to get a bonus that big. And you're able to do this bonus every time somebody on your team gets qualified, they first 30 days. Now, I don't know. You guys tell me if that's not an opportunity for you to get more finances than what you started with. And we still on your first 30 days of getting qualified with the 200, 200, 200, 200. That's just more, as we want to say, icing on the cake. All right. I want somebody to get that wrapped around their minds, right? Because if you get that wrapped around your mind, you're looking at the opportunity of realizing every time you go up a level, you go up in finances a level. In other words, guys, we have that as a company / organization locked into that compensation plan. I want somebody to get this, because if somebody gets this that's never seen this, they're saying, well, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? We're always able to tap into that compensation plan, but I'm putting stuff on top of the compensation plan so you can see things as an incentive as you building your team. Somebody needs to understand that. In other words, guys, we're always going to add something into the ingredients as a motivation. All right, we're going to keep it going. I got a long way to go in a short time to get there. All right. Then now we're going to look at the impact of being consistent. The impact. So now you just went from $50. Now you're going from $50 to $100, all because you were consistent. All because you were consistent. So anybody that's on this call that understands the power of consistency, now you're shifting an extra $100 for doing something that you had already started doing. But now you had $100 instead of $50. Let that sit for a second. That's right, that's right, that's right. I see you guys. Let it sit for a second. Now your mind changes. Your level of consistency continues to grow. Now your mind has shifted. Now you're able to shift into a position of saying, is there more on the table? There's absolutely more on the table. But it's the power and the impact of being consistent. Now, if you're able to look at the level of consistency, now things are starting to come to you because now you are consistent with what you're doing. That's the power of consistency. How do you make it from one stage to the next? Being consistent. It's doing the simple things consistently. It's doing the simple things consistently. It's making an extra phone call. It's talking to somebody. It's casual conversation. And if you do this on a consistent basis, you'll start going up levels, then more levels, then more levels, then more levels. Then you got other finance opportunities that come behind your level of consistency. Let me go a little bit further. I don't want to beat a dead horse. Let me go a little bit further. Then I want you guys to look at the third phase of this process. Speed and exposure. That's right. That's right. Had a friend of mine tell me not long ago that money loves speed. In other words, the faster you can get this done, the more impact you'll have, because money always attracts itself to speed. And that's not to say that you have to break your back doing it, but if you're consistently doing it in a motivated state, you'll increase in the pace that you do it. That adds to speed. And you want to continue to expose yourself to the different people that you're talking to. Now, what do you mean by that? Let me break this down. Anytime you go somewhere, I've often talked about having a business card available to someone, of course, getting a name and a number. But also, guys, be willing to listen to somebody when they're having conversation with you. Be willing to listen to them. Find out what their occupation is. These are simplistics we're throwing out right now. Find out what their occupation is. Find out what they do. Find out how to encourage them in the things that they're already doing. Let me give you an example. Let's say you got a business owner. You're prospecting a business owner, or you're having a conversation with a business owner. Well, in my opinion, wouldn't it be more of an advantage to give the business owner tips on the importance of him getting his services or her services up under themselves as a peaking tool? Then they may say, well, what do you mean? Just an example, guys, when I go to peak a business owner, I'm always letting the business owner know the advantage of that person taking advantage of their own services. So this is my conversation to the average business owner. The average business owner, I'm going to say, sir or ma'am, do you realize that you're giving money to other people instead of putting the money back in your pocket and being able to recycle it and do other things with the money that you're able to put back in your pocket? Let that sit for a minute. Imagine you having that same conversation with that business owner and you expanded their mind by saying, sir or ma'am, do you also know other business owners that could take advantage of these particular services that we're able to provide, not only on a wholesale level, but we're able to provide other entities as well, such as travel, healthcare, things that everybody use, whether they own their own business or whether they work for somebody. These are tools that we have in our arsenal that everybody can take advantage of. Also, for the average business owner, you can also let them know, well, since you want to save money on your business side, we also offer residential services on the home side. So now they're able to see both sides of the coin, right? So at that point, you say to them, who do you know we need to know? Who do I need to talk to that you know? Since you're a veteran or you somebody that's already been in the business, you can let the business owner know, hey, I'm trying to relieve the pressure off of your shoulders. The more you can relieve the pressure off the average business owner, that makes them know that they're in business for themselves, but not by themselves. Now it's a team effort. And now they don't feel so weighed down that somebody's just trying to pitch them something. So no. I'm not trying to pitch you anything. You already have it. I just want to see what I can do on not only saving you on your bottom line, but allowing your whole atmosphere to change in a positive light. And when you're talking to them like that, now they're more apt to be understanding or to listen to what we got going on. That's how you're able to stumble upon the business owner. Once again, guys, who do you know we need to know? Now, the average business owner should understand not only are they able to save money, but they're also able to make the money as well. Now, I don't know about you guys, but who would want to make the money and save the money and be put in a position where we come together as a team to lighten the load of the average business owner? How do you do that? Through training and support, through things like this, our YouTube channel that has years and years of documentation that you can go back and thumb through and get little nuggets from. We're saying, what about the average person? Well, the average person can save on their bills as well. But we're unique in the way that we also go to the average person, guys. Because the average person, not only do they have the opportunity to make the money, save the money, but the average person has the opportunity to think about this and say to themselves, can I do this last week? Yes, you can do this, but you can do this in a way that is going to be non-intrusive to you. Most people will tell you they're busy, they're too busy to do the business. But then you tell that same person, say, I can show you a way that you don't have to have time as an enemy. I know you're busy. Go with it. Let me say it again, guys. When they say that, say, I know you're busy. But I'm going to show you where you have to, where you'll be able to have time, not as an enemy, but time as something on your side. How can you do that? Give me about 10 minutes. Let me break this information down to you. I'm going to send you a video. It's going to run about 8 minutes. It's going to break down special features like who we are, what we do, how we get paid. I want you to pay attention to the video. I want you to give me your opinion, just your opinion. I don't want you to feel like you're obligated to do anything other than give me your opinion. Why? That's free. Can I depend on you to give me your free opinion? That's that caveat, guys. That's that phrase. That's that phrase. Can I depend on you to give me your free opinion? It's not going to cost you a dime. I just want to get your opinion. I thought that much of you that I wanted to get your opinion. I'm going to send you this video. It's going to be about 8 minutes long. I'm going to call you back. I want to get your opinion. And for some people that may be at work, that may be tired of, what's a good time for me to call you back? These are beginner nuggets, guys. What's a good time? And you stick to that time and you call them back. And when you call them back, the first thing you want to ask them, simple, guys, because I know I got people all over the country. you say, not only what did you like most about it, but you got to ask them this pivotal question. How did the video make you feel? And wait for an answer. How did it make you feel? Because some people are going to give you different answers. But you can always commonly tell a person, we want to be able to, guys, to put the power back in your hands. We want to be able to put a little bit more control of your life back in your hands. How can you do that? Well, I'm going to tell you guys, since you have to pay your bills anyway, why don't you pay yourself? This is how you get your power back, guys. This is how you get your time back. Imagine getting paid off your own services. Imagine allowing family and friends to get paid off their own service instead of paying somebody else. Now they can get the power back. Now, a little bit on the weekday, a little bit more on the weekend. Now they can start stumbling into a blessing of owning your own business that's already set up. Guys, the business is already set up. If you saw the back end of the video, it's already set up. The only thing it's missing, guys, is you. Your ability to sign up as an independent business owner. Now you get the chance to take advantage of all the tax breaks and all this other stuff that a big business takes advantage of without all this overhead that other traditional big businesses go through. We don't have to do that. Why? Website's already set up, guys. The website's set up already. It's waiting on you. Visa or MasterCard, you got your own website. You design your website, but your website name how you want to design. Then you have an opportunity to put your picture up there, like my picture's up there. This is what you're telling your prospective people, guys. Because I don't know anybody that doesn't want to come around and own their own with the advantages that a big business takes advantage of with little to no overhead. And once you pay the one-time fee, guys, guess what? You get the advantage of taking advantage of this month after month after month after month with only a $24.99 monthly fee. That allows your website to be running 24/7 without you having to be there. Somebody can get on your website as long as they have an internet connection. This is what we need to be telling them, guys. This is the training. For the price that you guys would pay for a cup of coffee on a daily basis, you can own your very own business that's updated daily. And people get to come to you and take advantage of the essential services that they were already doing for somebody else, doing it for themselves. Worst case scenario, guys, worst case scenario, you can be a customer and take advantage of wholesale pricing. That's worst case scenario. So then you culminate in saying this to them, guys. So what do you want to do? Do you want to make the money, save the money, or taking advantage of doing both at the same time for a small one-time fee? I don't know about you guys, but when you look at presenting the opportunity like that, that stumble we were talking about earlier becomes a walk. And consistently, that walk becomes a stride. And eventually, guys, that stride becomes a run in the right direction. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, that culminates into not only do you stumble with this thing in the right direction, but now you get the opportunity to run in the right direction. And when you're able to do that, guys, and get everybody else around you to expose them to this opportunity, things are going to happen for you. People are going to join your team. People are going to get services from you. People are going to recommend other people to what you're doing. And if you're consistent like you're supposed to be, you're going to win if you don't quit. With that said, guys, I want to thank you for your time. This has been another wonderful Friday. Let's go out there and let's make it happen. Thank you.